Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. Mr. Brother Bayan here to bring you a quick lesson slash testimony. Prior to get started, I want to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh by Hashemi Awashah by Shimmer Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. You Akim, you Akwat, with you brothers and sisters in the Hebrew that believe. All right. And again, for this video here, I'm gonna just speak on a dream that I had, and I pray that it's edifying. I pray that you brothers and sisters, can take something away from, these things that I saw and went through, okay? And find that spiritual, lesson, inside, this dream, which I believe I saw and understand now, But I remember it was one day I came home. I fell asleep on my sofa, okay? I fell asleep on my sofa, and all of a sudden I woke up, on which I thought that I woke up, but I was actually still dreaming, all right? Like literally on my sofa, same spot that I fell asleep in, when I was, walking inside. I'm in that same exact space, same exact space, same exact place, whatever, and to paint a picture, they have the show called Stranger Things, and they have something called the Upside Down World, or something of that on that show. And it's basically, it's Earth, but in a demonic, like it's like another realm, like a demon realm. But everything that you see on Earth upside down, it's the same thing, but it's it's red and just some evil demonic shit. All right. So when I woke up in my dream, that's where I was. I was still in my room. I mean, it's like I was still in the living room on the sofa, but it felt like I was in another realm. All right. And I had a eerie feeling that I knew something was there with me, So I look to my right and I see a shadow, and it's a figure that has a hat and like a trench coat, kind of like some Jeepers Creepers type shit. All right, so I see that shadow, like the moon coming inside, and I could see the shadow on the wall of this figure. All right, but when I look to my left, I just see complete darkness. All right, the whole house is just pitch black except for that shadow of me just seeing that I know that something is here with me. All right, so sure enough, I remember the demon, it grabbed me and had me levitating off of my sofa. So now my feet not touching the ground, and I'm just in a chokehold, okay? And I just remember crying and being scared shitless, not knowing what to do, and just like, man, a demon got me, So after, a couple minutes or a couple seconds, however, long it was that the demon had me, it finally let me go. So at the time, also, I remember that the brother Kabar down here in the GMS New Orleans camp, he was sleeping at my house at the time. All right, he was sleeping upstairs, and I remember immediately remembering that he was upstairs and went to go run to him, because I'm scared. So as I'm running up the stairs, I noticed that out of the entire house just being pitch black, the room that he's in was the only room that had light. All right, so I go in there and I tell the brother everything that, what was going on, what happened, and in plain words, not exact words, but plainly, the brother just told me, like, bro, you got to go back down there and fight. You got to go back down there and handle it, And once the brother told me that, it gave me that motivation. It gave me that motivation to go back down there and go handle business. All right, it's a demon inside of my house, and it's a demon that's fucking with me and had me in a chokehold, and I need to go handle that. So after the brother tell me that, I immediately go back downstairs And as soon as I get downstairs, the demon hacked me up again. Now I'm back to levitating. I'm in that chokehold, but this time I'm not scared. This time I'm remembering what the brother told me, like, bro, you got to go handle that. You know what to do. You need to go do that. So I go back down there, got me in the chokehold, but this time I'm praying to the Lord. I'm praying to the Lord. Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha, how about Shemyal Shah? Please, get this demon off me. Let this, please, let this demon get off me, pretty much. And I remember eventually it let me go, and that's pretty much the moral of the dream, and the spiritual aspect that I took away from it is dealing with your own demons. All right, we all have our own demons and problems that we have to deal with on a daily, and it's some things that, not crazy enough, but it's some things that brothers and sisters just still haven't really got to the bottom of it, in other words. All right. And I myself, I have troubles, that I wasn't looking to fight it. I wasn't looking to attack that demon and get it off of me, but that's something that is really required of us, man. We can't be letting ourselves getting beat up left and right by these demons and not doing anything about it. All right. We got to purge these things off of us. We got to get rid of that old man, that had all of these stupid, wicked things, being a part of our life once upon a time, But again, in that dream, when a brother told me that I got to go down there and handle it, from those words, I knew that I could handle it. All right. And I'm going to end it off here with this precept, 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. It says, there hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But Yahweh Shemyal Shai is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it, And I believe, that was a situation, in that dream that I had, being scared shitless at the beginning, but coming back down and looking at demon, not physically, but you know what I'm saying, looking at demon in the eye and handling, having that confidence, having that faith into Yahweh Shemyal Shai, praying to the Lord to deliver me out of those temptations, out of that situation that I was in, and it let me go, So, this is, one of my first times, doing a video like this, and I pray that it was edifying. So, probably to get out of here, I want to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. You Akim, you Akwat, with you brothers and sisters in the Hebrew that believe. All right, keep fighting, keep pushing. And shalom.